Okay, I'm going to start making videos of the bikes that I come across, to flip or part out. And this is a bike that I picked up last night. It's a Peugeot, I believe it's the U08 model, and I'll go through and show you what kind of parts are on it. There's an ATAC stem, and I'm pretty sure that these stems that for the Peugeots use. It's either a funny diameter for the interior fork diameter, or a funny clamp diameter. But there's something about Peugeots I remember is pretty specific. So that makes working on Peugeots fun because they're not standard. We've got Mayfac drop bar brakes with these sort of plastic covers over the lever, and I think these are pretty broken up. I think someone obviously put on new cable housing and probably new cables by the look of it. In my experience with Peugeots, the cables often get very rusty over time and just snap when you try to use them. I'm not really sure what this was. Maybe some kind of a reflector or something. Let's see. In terms of brakes, we have the standard Mayfac Racer brakes. These center pull brakes, they're actually, I kind of like the way they look. They're symmetric and they are machined well, but they are a real pain to get dialed in because you have to make sure that your cable straddle is at the right place, and there's not a lot of adjustment points on this, and so if you don't get it dialed in straight away, then you have to go back to the beginning. And then you also have these brake pads, which are a real pain to get into. See here, if you don't have the proper tool, but they're pretty nice looking. I have a feeling that, I'm not sure, but I think a previous owner may have, I think these are the original, this is the original front wheel. Obviously it's a new tire, but I think the previous owner may have swapped out the old, the rear wheel. The tire is a, I don't know, Race Light hard case. Bontrager. Okay. Let's see. In terms of the shifters, we have simplex plastic shifters. It looks like there is a. Is that a? It's a Shimano. The front derailleur is a Shimano, I want to say 600. It looks like a 500, but I don't know if there was a 500. But that'd be cool if that was a 600. And then there's some kind of Tektro clamp down there, and I'm not exactly sure what that is even for. Almost looks like a... Oh, that's cool. It's straddling the cable. It's a cable guide. And that's nice. It's a cable guide so that you can run the cable underneath and up into that front derailleur. Oh, that's cool. And in the rear we have the usual plastic simplex rear derailleur. I'm not a fan of these. I don't think they're that great, but they're worth a lot on eBay for people who want to do a period authentic rebuild. I have a feeling the rear wheel was possibly replaced because it's not that helicomatic hub. It's a Japanese freewheel, but it is steel. It's not a great rear wheel. Mayfac Racer rear brakes, and the seat is Sella, I don't know, Italia Anatomic leather. Not a lot of cushion left, and it's pretty ripped up. Let's see, grip tape needs to be changed. And I have a feeling these are just standard leotard pedals. You've got a cothered crank. These cranks can clean up nicely. You know, you can take this this chainring protector out, and you can convert these into a single speed crank set, and they look pretty nice. And so that's about it. I think it's a 51 centimeter bike, possibly a 49. I have to measure it. So I'm probably going to strip it and sell it for parts, because the fact is the U08 is not a great bike, and I have better bikes that I could use the wheel set on, sell the derailleur, the cranks, the stem, etc., and then donate the frame to a co-op. So I may go that route, or I may fix it up. But like I said, I mean the Peugeot U08, I would say, is subpar compared to even the most entry-level Japanese bikes. The component set is not great unless you're collecting. You know, you have steel rims. The frame itself is nothing special. The dropouts are stamped, and you know, it's only, I think, valuable purely for nostalgic value. I think it's better to have a good quality Japanese bike out on the road rather than this thing, but I'm sure other people would disagree. But that's about it. So that's the Peugeot. And if you like this, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, and subscribe, and let me know if you want to see more of these videos. Thanks.